Hi, I'm Mari Grigaliunas, the Public Information Officer here at the Village of Villa Park, and I'm here today on Village View to talk some more about Mama Squash Market. We've talked a little bit about it before, but today we're going to focus on some of the healthy foods that are going to be available with Mama Squash Market here in Villa Park. And I'm here with Dawn and Peggy, who are going to talk a little bit more about the healthy aspects of a food cooperative. So Dawn Herbig is a registered and licensed dietitian nutritionist. And so can you start out by telling us, what are healthy snacks for kids? What does that mean, a healthy snack?
Healthy snacks for kids are basically consist of our complex carbohydrates, our healthy fats, and our lean proteins. It's important to have a combination of those three for sustained energy.
Okay.
So for example, carbohydrates are a primary source of that the body uses as energy. So primarily for your moderate to high intensity endurance activities, the body uses the glucose. And that really makes sense because carbohydrates are easily digested.
Okay.
They're readily used as that quick energy. When we have adequate carbohydrates in our system, we store, or I should say, we save the body from using protein as a fuel source.
Okay.
And that's important because protein is primarily used in the body for other functions such as building and repairing muscle, aiding in fluid balance,
Okay.
and helping our immune system. So we don't want to use all of it necessarily for fuel during those
Right.
activities. And yes, I did mention fats. Fats are also very important. Healthy fats, or fats in general, are an essential part of a well-balanced diet, and by diet I mean healthy lifestyle, not I'm going to put you on a diet. And that is because for our low to moderate or our lengthy, long-standing exercises, that's what our body uses as fuel. So for healthy fats, what I basically mean by that are the sources that we would find from fish, our fattier fish,
Okay.
and also our plant sources. So our nuts, our nut butters, our seeds, things like that.
Excellent.
Vegetable oils, canola oil, avocados, things like that.
Now, that sounds yummy to me, but anytime you mention healthy, kids kind of make a face. So how do you get kids to eat these healthy foods?
Well, let me share some healthy snacks with you, and then
Okay.
I'll tell you how to eat them. Okay. So one of my personal favorites is a banana.
Okay.
Everybody likes bananas, right? That's a pretty basic snack. You take that banana and you can either cut it in slices or you can put a popsicle stick in there.
Oh, okay.
You roll it in Greek yogurt, and then you pick your favorite cereal. My kids actually like the chocolate Cheerios, so we'll crush those up and we'll roll it in there, and then you freeze it. So it's a great snack for the summer. The other personal favorites of ours are what we call little mini shish kebabs. So
Okay.
we'll take the stick pretzels, are about yay big, and you stick cheese cubes or any kind of fruit that you would like
All
on
right.
there. Have a handful of those. That provides all of those carbohydrates and our fats and our protein that we were talking about. If they're more on the hungry side, you could do something like a yogurt parfait, where you could either use regular yogurt or Greek yogurt for that added protein benefit. You can add in, layer it, yogurt, fruit, yogurt, and then throw some granola on the top.
Okay.
Makes it fun.
Yeah.
Let's see, mini pizzas are another favorite that I talk to with a lot of children. They're fun to make and they're fun to eat. They're little mini. We use whole wheat English muffins, little pizza
Okay.
sauce, and low-fat mozzarella on the top, and then you can add other items to it, such as meats for your protein or your vegetables, based on what your kids'
Right.
preferences are.
And these are all easy recipes that the kids can get involved in and make however they want, kind of switch up the order, things like that. So that could be
Absolutely.
fun.
It is important to have that balance and that
Yeah.
variety in there. But if parents are looking for more ideas, they can go to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics at www.eatright.org for more ideas.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
And now, why would you support the idea of a food cooperative like Mama Squash? Why would you encourage parents to join one?
Well, by nature, we are social creatures. Eating in and of itself is a very social thing to do. I do feel that having that sense of community and that support when you're going to shop at the food co-op, whether it's mom needs to get out of the house and see some friends and have a conversation, or whether it's, you're taking your children and they're seeing a classmate or a friend, picking up a fruit or a vegetable that they maybe otherwise wouldn't eat, that can support that idea of the healthy snacking. Going back to what would make them be more willing to eat these healthy snacks is involvement. So having them go with you to the food co-op to shop, having them,
Right.
with you to make that food or that snack that they might be eating. And then also it gives you the opportunity, because it will be a full-service grocery store, to try something new. You can lead by example. Show your children that new foods aren't scary. And to get that variety and that balance in there that, I'm going to try it. Look, Mommy's going to try it, so maybe you could try it too. Or
Right.
look, little Jimmy over there is trying it as well. Something like that. And plus, I think it's nice to support local economy and, the local agriculture as well.
Definitely. Well, thank you. Those are some great tips, and hopefully everyone can start implementing those at home and get some kids eating some more healthy snacks. And then Peggy McKenzie is also here with us, and she's a registered nurse. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with nutrition?
I can. I've been a registered nurse for 37 years. It doesn't seem like it, but and about 20 of those years I spent doing home care nursing. And in the process of home care nursing, I had the unique opportunity to see what families put on their tables at mealtime. And I saw the ramifications in terms of, the illnesses that people had that I was caring for in the home. But I don't think I really made that connection at the time. It wasn't until, I struggled with my own weight from in my late 30s, early 40s, and into my 50s. I really was getting desperate to lose weight. I had gained much more than I wanted to. And my husband started reading the China study, and excuse me, he would come home and start talking to me about what he had read, and I would hum and stick my fingers in my ears, and I didn't want to hear that, he kept talking about becoming vegan, and I thought, I really don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I'd grown up in a meat and potatoes household, and that was where all my comfort foods were, and I wasn't interested. Then he came home one day and he said, I read that you can eat the same amount of calories, vegetable-based, that you've been eating meat-based, and lose weight. And he had me. I had to try it. So we became vegan. Within about the first 9 months, I lost 40 pounds.
Wow.
My energy level skyrocketed. I was much better able to do exercise, and I felt 10 years younger than I had. I discovered that I was really sensitive to the inflammatory effects of dairy products. And I just had always kind of had achy muscles after even minimal exercise, and that went away when I gave up dairy. And I don't necessarily think that veganism is for everybody, but I think the most important medicine that we can take is the food we eat. I think that much of what ails us today can be prevented or cured with proper diet. And I didn't make that connection until late in my life, and I'd like to see other people make it sooner.
So would that be part of the reason why you became a board member for Mama Squash?
Absolutely. I'd really like to help people learn about the benefits of good nutrition and what healthy eating can do for them. In that regard, a couple of the things that we've done is I wrote a coloring book. It started out as a coloring book to help kids understand some basic concepts like what does it mean for food to be organic? Mm-hmm. What does it mean for it to be sustainably grown? Why is it important for it to be locally grown? And what does it mean for it to be genetically modified? And because I'm not much of an artist, and it wasn't, the concept was there, but the artwork wasn't. A graphic arts class at College at DuPage took it on as a class project
cool.
for 4 of their students, and kind of fleshed it out, turned it into an activity and coloring book. and improve the artwork significantly. So, that would be something that we could distribute in schools to help kids learn more about good nutrition. I've also started a Mama Squash Market healthy eating meetup for people to get together and talk about what healthy eating means to them. Like I say, I'm sure veganism isn't for everybody, but I don't think that, I don't think there are many people who wouldn't benefit from increasing the fruits and vegetables that they eat,
Right.
and maybe cutting back a bit on meat. But you find at the meetup that everybody has a little bit different concept and has different tips and tricks of things that have worked for them. And so we share and converse about what's worked, what's made us healthier, people. And the meetup meets on Tuesday night, the second Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
And you can find out more about the meetup at meetup.com, and look for Mama Squash Market Healthy Eating Meetup.
Oh, cool.
So,
And I understand Mama Squash Market has a membership drive going on right now. It started September 1st, right?
it did. It started September 1st, and it goes on till October 15th.
Okay.
Our goal is to reach 400 members.
Awesome.
And this is really a critical juncture in the formation of our co-op. We've done a lot of planning and research and gathered a lot of information, and we're ready to take the next step. We're ready to, we're looking at buildings, and we need members. We need people to support our efforts and, join in. And it's a $100 one-time investment. You buy a share, and that entitles you to discounts and
You're a member of the co-op, right?
right.
Yeah.
You're a part owner.
Yeah.
You can vote for the board of directors. You can have a say in what kinds of things are carried in the store, and you can take an active role in determining what you want to see in your grocery store for your family. Corporations tell us that junk food is good and put it on the shelves in the grocery stores, and we have a chance to really take an active role in putting good, healthy food in the store.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like an exciting time to get involved. Things are really coming along, and people could have a chance to really get in on some of the exciting stuff that's going on. What do people do if they want to get involved? Where do they go?
They can go to our website, www.mamasquash.com. We have a lot of activities. This past weekend, we had a booth at Oktoberfest to
Right.
help introduce ourselves to the community and tell them a little bit about the whole concept of co-op. And we are involved in activities like that around the community throughout the year. They're all listed on the website, and we need volunteers to help staff those activities. Coming up on September 26th, we have a food swap at St. Alexander's Church here in Villa Park. And for anyone who's not familiar with the concept, and I wasn't a month ago until I went to my first one in Chicago, you bring anything that you have grown in your garden, that you've canned or baked or cooked yourself, and you put it out on a table where people can walk around and look at it and make an offer to swap what they've brought with you. It's all strictly barter. No money changes hands. There is a $5 registration fee to help cover our cost in putting on the event.
Very cool idea.
Yeah. If anybody wants more information, they can call Betty Amore at 630-688-3729. That's Betty Amore at 630-688-3729.
Excellent. Well, thank you both for taking the time to come in and talk a little bit more about making healthy choices and kind of the benefits that Mama Squash Market is going to bring to Villa Park and the more healthy choices it's going to bring to Villa Park. So thank you again for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.